Athletic League football contest between the Falcons and your Wichita Northwest Grizzlies. My name is Kevin Arkin. Glad to be with you. Shane Monroe alongside. And Shane, well, first thing we're going to tell everybody is what they already have figured out. It's very windy up here tonight.
It is windy, and we don't have much of a wind break, so
we have no wind break, actually. There's absolutely none at all, so we apologize for any wind noise that we're not able to filter out with our equipment here tonight. Glad to have you on board wherever you are on planet Earth as the Grizzlies continue their march toward a state title. They come in undefeated at 6-0, including a 52-2 whitewash of Garden City at home 1 week ago tonight. They are a red-hot team, but they're not the only team that's hot. The Falcons, 3-3, have won their last 3 games and scored a boatload of points in the process. So this could be a scoring monster here tonight at Falcon Stadium. The colors are being presented as we speak, and we anticipate the playing of our national anthem here in just a few moments by the Falcons marching band. But if we turn them off, there's nothing picking up. There's nothing picking up what's on the field, right? Because there's no field camera.
Tonight, the national anthem will be performed by Wichita High Nationals under the direction of Mr. Christian Young, student teacher and vocal music for Wichita University.
That's the Heights Madrigals performing our national anthem. Before we went to the national anthem, I was just touching on the point that Heights High comes in here hot, having won 3 in a row. They have beaten in order in the last 3 games Wichita North, Southeast, and South. They lost their first 3 games to May South, who is undefeated as we speak. They are one of the 10 remaining undefeated teams in this area. They also lost to Bishop Carroll and to Dodge City. So they've lost to 3 quality teams. and they have improved throughout the season. And like I said, they are red hot, having won 3 in a row and scoring a boatload of points in the process.
They have, and so if we look over the last 3 games, Heights High School, the Falcons have beaten their opponents by a total score of 106. Well, they've scored a total of 167 points over the past 3 games. That's a lot of points.
It's a lot of touchdowns, that's for sure.
That's for sure. So that's one thing that as we go through here, you know, we know the Northwest, they're aware that the Heights Falcons, they're putting up points. And from day one, we're going to reference back to what's the defense for Northwest going to do? Are they going to match it? Are they going to be able to step up and keep the Heights Falcons off the scoreboard? And I don't think we're going to see a shutout tonight.
No, there will not be a shutout. This is going to be a slugfest. And I say that even though our defense has just absolutely been stifling our opponents for 5 consecutive games.
They have, and so we talked about Heights putting up the points. Over our past 3 games, you're looking at a total score of Wichita Northwest High School, the Grizzlies, 160. Their opponents have scored a total of 16 points.
It's amazing. That is just absolutely, and your 16 points, 2 touchdowns and a safety.
That's right.
And that safety was late in the game.
Yep.
So, yes, it has been total domination by Northwest up to this point. I don't expect we're going to be as dominant here, but this is a very winnable game, but it's also a very scary game because this is the kind of team, this Heights Falcons team, they get hot, good things happen to them, and all of a sudden we're in trouble.
You're right, and so even City League implications are at stake right here, because even when we look at the losses on Heights, those are all out of conference, right?
Bishop Carroll was
minus the 1.
Bishop Carroll.
Minus the 1 to Bishop Carroll. So the other 2 losses Heights had were out of conference. So this is a game where if Heights wins, it puts them in the City League race.
Exactly. They're right in the ballpark. And you know, there are no playoff. There is no playoff scenario for the City League title. If 2 teams are 7-1, they're co-champions, and that's the end of it.
And that's right, but they're still champions, and so
they're still champions.
Heights wants to put that banner up in their gym, just like the Grizzlies
we do. That's exactly right. Ladies and gentlemen, wow. Pardon me. Ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you that your webcast tonight is a student-driven production. The executive producers, directors of this webcast are students in Shane's interactive media class. They are here to learn. This is a great learning opportunity for them to get hands-on experience. We have a little bit of experience up here with the kids tonight. But they're always learning something, and they're going to learn something new. We're at a different angle tonight. We're on the roof of the press box, which is one of the reasons why it's so windy. We're up on the roof, so the angles are totally different, and the kids are going to have to learn how to adjust to that, and we know they'll do it well. I want to recognize our executive producers tonight, Brendan Green, Damasio Sandoval, Raneem Jabreed, and Chase Foster. And we already know they're going to give us a great show tonight in support of our webcast effort.
Well, and you know, they don't always get the credit they deserve. But what I want to do is I'll give my hats out to them because they didn't have to go to school today. And here they are in the classroom. And so my hat's off to them. It would have been real easy for them to come out and say, no, I'm not coming.
And, you know, we wouldn't want the kids to have school 5 days in a row.
Hey.
I mean, that just wouldn't work. So, did you guys enjoy your day off? You had a nice day. The weather, by the way, is, other than the fact that it's a hurricane going on up here, temperature at kickoff is going to be right at 70 degrees. There isn't a cloud in the sky. We have a brisk wind out of the south. It's blowing between 35 and 45 miles an hour, steady. And from your viewpoint, as you're watching the game, the wind will be blowing from right to left. So the coin toss will be ever so important. Here come the Grizzlies onto the field.
will say that we do have some pretty cool views in the horizon behind us, and I think here after a bit there's a pretty cool, you can look at and see the skyline of Wichita.
Well, we're gonna have to do it before it gets dark. I wonder if Brendan can get that. Hey, Brendan, can you get a shot of the skyline for us? Downtown. Brendan, downtown. There we go. We got them all twisted up over there. There's downtown Wichita in the distance. You see a few clouds out there. Those clouds are actually in Oklahoma and will not affect anything that happens here on the field tonight.
Not working. Now put it 5.
Trying for a win number 7 in a row are the Grizzlies, the only undefeated team in City League play. There are 10 undefeated teams in the Wichita area, and I can't remember them all, but I know Derby is one of them, Mays South is one of them, Mays is one of them. Who else is still undefeated?
I'm sorry, I was helping some students out.
Oh, that's all right. Undefeated teams in the Wichita area besides us would include Derby, Mays South. Is Andover Central still undefeated?
No.
No?
I'm not for sure. I don't have that information.
Yeah, we don't have that. But I know there are 10 because I read it in the Eagle just this morning. I can't remember who all the teams were. The coin toss is going on down here at the middle of the field, and on the field for the Grizzlies, leading the pack is number 7, quarterback Reagan Jones. Gonna need this. He's down there with Jack Weens, number 8, number 21, Jared Gibbons, and number 56, Braden Lewis. And Heights has won the toss and elected to defer, which means that the Grizzlies will receive and they will have the wind in their face in the 4th quarter, and that could be critical. They will have the wind in the first, they will be playing into the wind in the 1st and the 4th quarter. Grizzlies are dressed in their road uniforms, white jerseys, blue numerals, yellow pants, and the homestanding Heights Falcons are in their solid black tops and bottoms with white numerals.
Dominance to blend. A junior student at their school. At this time, we please all, in a moment of silence, remember dominance, show family our support, and lift up the entire Northwest community with loving, positive thoughts and prayers. We will begin this moment of silence at this time.
I don't know if anybody heard that, so I'm going to go ahead and take the liberty of repeating it. We just had a moment of silence for a Northwest High student who was involved with 2 other students in a traffic accident on Monday and died at the scene, very tragically, over their lunch hour. They were on their way back from lunch to school when the accident occurred. They were hit by a mountaineer, and
It's a tragic situation. We lost a student. 2 of our other students were seriously injured in that accident. And the Northwest High School community, they came together this week, and we talk about being a family, and that's what we did. We stuck together with each other.
And that's all you can do. So our condolences go out to the families and friends of all 3 of the victims of the crash. They are all in our prayers.
Let's go get a win tonight, Grizzlies. Getting ready for the kickoff.
Heights will kick off, and kicking it off will be Caden Klassen, a sophomore for Heights. And this kick will probably go into the end zone if he looks at it. We are underway, and it is high. It's actually short. It's going to drop at the 5. Bringing it up over the 20, the 25, 30. Here's a big hole, 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line is Zion Jones bringing that kickoff back, and that's where the Grizzlies will start, 1st and 10.
Good special teams by the Grizzlies there. Zion Jones takes the ball at the 10, gets some good blockers out there, and makes it out past the 40 to the 43-yard line to start the ball game.
Reagan Jones at quarterback for the Grizzlies. In the backfield with him is Julius Bolden, the junior running back. Zion Jones and 2 others up top. No wideouts on the short side. Jones is going to keep it himself. Big hole, 1st down and more. He may go. 35, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Grizzlies on the first play from scrimmage.
Reagan Jones with the 57-yard run. One of the things that you see there in that play is Julius Bolden just going out in there and destroying one of the linebackers for the Heights Falcons, propelling Reagan Jones to the first possession touchdown for the Grizzlies.
Carson Arndt will try the extra point. Ruffin will hold, ball is down, kick is up, and it is good. Grizzlies lead 7-0 with only with only 13, how did I can't add that up, 23 seconds. Is my mouth working? 23 seconds gone in the contest. Grizzlies take the early lead. Wow, that was unexpected.
Wow, so, you know, we know they're explosive.
They are explosive. And it's great that we did that into the wind.
That's true.
You know, scoring into the wind is going to be a key factor in this contest. There's no question about it. Jalen Hanks is deep for Heights for the kickoff. Back there with him is Jaden Hamilton, number 9. He is standing at his 10. Carson Arndt will kick off. It's interesting to see what he does with his kick, since he will be kicking into a 40-mile-an-hour wind.
I would expect to see one of its pooch kids goes out to about the 30 if it even makes it there.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised. That's been a very, very good play for us. Here it is, and it is a pooch kick, and a fair catch is called to the 27-yard line. I think somebody did the scouting report on that play.
It's about 3 yards off, please excuse me.
It'll be 1st down and 10 Heights at their 27-yard line.
Now you have the Misfits taking the field. The Misfits for the Northwest Grizzly, that's our defense. We have some numbers we'll share with you after this play.
Dylan Depperschmidt is the quarterback for the Falcons, and he hands it off up the middle, basically a no-gainer. We'll call it 2nd down and 10.
And I think 2 teams are probably like children with their parents. You don't want to sit there and keep comparing different children. But let's look at the 2018 Northwest High School team that goes on to play in the state championship game. Last year, our defense gave up 21.5 points per game. Kevin, this year, less than 7 points a game.
That is amazing.
They're allowing. That's a difference of 14, 15 points right there. That's going to win you extra games.
2nd down and 10. Depperschmidt under center. Takes the handoff, or takes the snap, hands it off again. A run up the middle, gains maybe 3 yards. Let's call it 3rd down and 7.
We talked about the defense, and we know that the offense is a little bit different this year too. But I'll tell you, last year the offense for Northwest scoring 51 points a game, and this year we're only off by 3 points. We're still scoring 48 points a game.
Throwing down here for Heights High. We'll see if they air it out here. 3rd down and long. They have the wind at their back, which will help their passing game. Depperschmidt again is under center. Hands it off instead. It's going to be a short gain, I think. In fact, he'll gain only 1 yard. It'll be 4th down and 6. And the punting unit comes in for Heights High. So the defense has held on its first series. Into punt is Caden Klassen, who also handled the kickoff chores. He will punt from about his 20-yard line. And Malcolm Bell is up in Newton to receive it. That was probably an exaggeration, but he is in Park City. Good snap, kick is off, end over end kick, takes a bounce, bounces straight up, now it bounces forward. And it'll be a nice Heights roll. They'll get it inside the 25 to the 23, and that's where Wichita Northwest will take it, 1st down and 10.
7-0 Northwest leads early here in the 4th quarter. 9 minutes and 10 seconds left to go here in the 1st quarter. You know, Coach Martin is no stranger to Heights High School. Coach Martin comes over here. He used to be the defensive coordinator for the Falcons.
So he's very familiar with the program. He's very familiar with his complex. And this is a great stadium for football. Up the middle comes Reagan Jones. He's going to get a nice gain out of it. Let's say 6 or 7 yards. Let's call it 2nd down and 3 to go for the Grizzlies at the 30.
Grizzlies not with the no-huddle offense.
Man in motion. And there's the snap, a handoff to Bolden. Bolden cuts, no, I'm sorry, that's Martin, and he cuts up the middle. Doesn't get much. In fact, only picks up about a half a yard or so. It'll be 3rd down, and let's call it a short 3 to go for a 1st down for Northwest. Punting would not be a good option here. Reagan Jones goes forward. He's going to be short of the 1st down, I think.
Right at the stakes. Depends on the spot.
The spot looks like it's going to be a half a yard short, and it is. It's 4th down Grizzlies. Now let's see what they do.
They're going
to measure it. See, they're going to try and make a liar out of me is what they're going to do. They're going to bring the sticks in.
Let's see that real quick. I'll give it right back.
You want one of those? I can make you one. And what do we have?
That looks like a 1st down to me.
1st down! They made a liar out of me.
That's good. We'll take that.
I'll
first
take
down.
that. Yeah, good 1st down Grizzlies now at the 33-yard line.
8:11 left to go. Heights Falcons led by head coach Dominic Dingle. This is his 2nd year. Coach Dingle comes over from Garden City. He was one of the coordinators at Garden City over the last few years.
Jones hands it off, this time up the middle, and a yard gain of about 3 yards on the play by Julius Bolden. It'll be 2nd down and 7 to go.
Northwest again with the no-huddle offense. They get their plays called in from the sideline from Coach Martin.
Keeps the defense off base, and now Jared Martin has a catch for what appears to be a 1st down, and they're moving the sticks. It is a 1st down Northwest. Nice job that time by Jalen Martin.
Jalen Martin running the curl, just sits right back there in that zone defense.
Reagan Jones faked everybody, and here he goes up the middle. 30, 25, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Northwest.
Do it again.
No flags. That is a 50-plus yard scamper. Wasn't the ball on like the 45? I forgot where the ball was.
That was another 50-plus yard run for Reagan Jones.
He's already got 100 yards.
7 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in the 1st quarter, and we've got a 100-yard rusher on the day.
Carson Arndt puts it up, and it is no good. He missed his first PAT of the season, I believe. So the score will remain 13-0.
you know, that Heights is going to have to come up here. They're going to have to get a little fire in their bellies right now. Coach Dingle's not happy. He wants to see a little more life out of his Falcons.
We'll see what happens here when they get the ball on this next possession. Deep will be Jalen Hanks, number 4, along with Jaden Hamilton, number 9, for the Falcons. Hamilton will set up at the 15-yard line. Carson Arndt will kick it off.
And there's something Coach Dingle's not liking, because he is letting that side of that field judge, he's letting him have it.
I can't imagine what it would be. Here's another pooch-type kick.
Trouble.
It's going
That's
to
trouble.
bounce around on the ground and hit loose ball. And whose is it? It's our ball.
Grizzly
Northwest.
football.
What a play by the Grizzlies.
So the pooch kick goes into about the 22-yard line. Nobody's there for Heights. He gets to get it on the bounce. The first man down for the Grizzlies just sits there and demolishes him.
I didn't see who that was
And
either.
I didn't either. I missed it. Causing the ball to pop free. And a bunch of other Grizzlies right there to bounce right back on the ball.
You know, they practiced that play this week. So it's first down Grizzlies. They're back in business at the Heights 21-yard line. And now we have a whistle, and we're going to have a false start, I believe.
I think we have a
timeout taken by Heights. Well, this has not gone well for the Falcons in the first few minutes of this contest, Coach.
No, 13-0 early here in the first quarter. Grizzlies coming out strong.
We want to welcome everyone who's watching on the World Wide Web, wherever you are on planet Earth. We're glad to have you with us and glad you could join us on nwhsgrizz.com. And while we're in this timeout, if you would take a minute and click on the subscribe button, Shane will tell you why we're asking.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to get to 1,000. We're working our way up. It's slow, it's sure. Tell your friends to subscribe to NWHS Grizz. If you don't watch the game live, it will always be there for you to go rewatch the game, see all the highlights. If you're in the crowd and you're watching NWHS Grizz and you want to see one of Reagan Jones' 50-plus yard touchdowns, go back and watch it now.
There you go. Okay, it's first down Grizzlies at the 21. Reagan Jones in the backfield. Bolden now steps behind him. Handoff is, no, he faked it. Reagan Jones is going to score. Touchdown Grizzlies, 21 yards. He had me faked out. I was sure they gave that ball to Martin.
Well, I was answering a question from a student.
No, you're fine. You're
We're in the
fine.
classroom.
It is the classroom. That's what you're supposed to do. Carson Arndt will try the extra point. Ruffin will hold. High snap, kick is up, and it is good. And with 7:08 remaining, the Grizzlies lead 20-0 here in the first quarter.
Well, you've got to be pleased if you're Coach Martin for the Grizzlies. Three possessions of the football, 3 quick touchdowns.
And the turnover is converted into 7 points.
Those are the keys that you always want to win. You want to win all 3 aspects of the football game. You want to win the offensive game. You want to win the defensive game. And now we're winning the special teams game too.
Special teams play the last 3 weeks has been excellent.
It has been. It really has.
I can't find a weak spot on the team, quite frankly, in the last 3 weeks. Well, I'll give them to you again. Jalen Hanks, number 4, is back there for the kickoff, along with Jaden Hamilton, number 9. Hamilton sets up at his 17-yard line, moving forward just a bit, anticipating another pooch kick. Boy, that was a great play. I'm sorry, that was just a great play.
Hey, Kevin, you're going to see another one right here.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Carson Arndt will do it. This is not a pooch kick, but the wind got it.
Same
it's
problem.
on the ground. Loose ball. Still loose. Now a flag down. Grizzlies think they have it.
That football. There is a flag on the play.
The flag's at the 32. We'll see what we have here. They are saying that Northwest got the ball. Now do we get to keep it?
Let the officials hash it out. See what the call is. Chop block against
Chop block
Heights.
on Heights will be declined. It'll be Northwest ball. First down and 10 at the 25. Here we are deep in Heights territory to start another drive.
Well, that's just got to be demoralizing right there. Two kickoffs, 2 recoveries. Not even necessarily the Grizzlies trying to do that.
No, the wind is helping us here. Here's a pass play to Jones and too far. Good idea, though. And it will be 2nd and 10. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Zion Jones was just led a little bit too much. Reagan just put a little too much on it. Couldn't quite get under the football.
Caleb Coleman is on the near side as a wideout. Zion Jones comes over here now with him. And they're handing it off to Martin this time. And Martin up the middle. Nice gain. He's going to pick up 7 or 8 yards. Let's say it's 3rd down and 3.
Let me tell you what I love about that run by Jamar Martin. All too often we see Jamar Martin try to take that ball to the outside. There he saw the opening up the middle and went straight ahead.
I think he learned that from Bolden, if you really want to know. And that's a Bolden trait. Now Bolden goes behind Jones. Jones will pitch it to Bolden, and he's big hole. He may score, and he will. Touchdown, Grizzlies. A 25-yard drive in 3 plays.
Julius Bolden with a nice run. Right there about the 5-yard line, just completely stiff arms one of the Falcons defenders, throws him to the ground, and just taps into the touchdown for Julius Bolden. Nice run, Juice.
Sounds like a broken record, but Carson Arndt is on for the extra point. Ruffin will hold. Kick is up, and it is good. 27-0. Grizzlies lead here in the first quarter.
6 minutes and 16 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Still early, we're still in the first half of the first quarter. And it's 27-0.
And Heights has had the ball for 3 plays.
2 turnovers by the Falcons on the kickoff. The Grizzlies recovering led to 14 of those points, or at least 2 of the touchdowns.
Whoops.
Reagan Jones with 2 50-yard plus runs.
He's got 120-something yards already here in the first quarter.
And then we just saw Julius Bolden run down that 4th touchdown of the quarter in.
I think they changed it up here. They've got John Randall in the back for Heights to receive the kickoff. He's standing at his 20. Here comes Carson's kick. In the air, he kicks it deep this time on the near side. On the near side, it goes out of bounds. It'll be a 1st down and 10 for Heights at their 35-yard line.
Carson Arndt trying to put it to the other side of the field.
And I don't know, it doesn't take much to get it up into the wind and have the wind wreak havoc with it. As hard it is blowing, and the wind is actually pushing it toward us.
Yeah, it is.
And do we have a timeout on the field? We do.
Yeah, it looks like
Northwest took
a timeout.
They took a timeout, each team with 2 remaining. So Shane, next week we play on Thursday.
Thursday night game, the second one of the year. Southeast Golden Buffaloes travel over to take on the Grizzlies.
And we'll be on the air at 6:45 with our pregame extravaganza. All right, coming out of the timeout. 1st down and 10, Falcons at the 35. Depperschmidt behind, under center, excuse me.
Falcons running the wing tee.
Somebody jumped, and there's a, I don't know if we're going to get this or not, but great tackle in the backfield that time to stop the run by John Randall. But I thought we jumped. Evidently not. I guess we're good.
It wasn't John Randall. He plays for Heights.
I was talking about the runner.
Oh, got you.
He was the ball carrier.
Michael Anthony in the
Michael Anthony made the tackle. Yeah. I probably should have said that and didn't. Second down, 19 to go. And we've got flags everywhere. I can tell you right now that's going to be 5 yards against Heights because that was a mess. They had guys going in 3 directions at once, all before the snap. And I don't know why the referee is looking to see if why wouldn't we accept this? It's a dead ball foul. Illegal shift, same thing. Oh. Third down and 19. I don't know why.
We just go 3rd and 19 instead of 2nd and 24. So we'll just take it to the 3rd down.
There we go. Deborah Schmidt under center again. This is a throwing down if he decides to throw it. And he pitches it out on the far side. Bell's over there to corral it. Big gain, but way short of a first down. It's going to be 4th down and 8. Nice job by Malcolm Bell to corral the runner one-on-one.
Looks like the Falcons are bringing out the punting formation. 5:11 left to play here in the first quarter.
Caden Klassen will punt it from about his 25-yard line. Bell is deep for the Grizzlies.
Good snap.
And a good punt, and he got all of this one. Drives him back to the 25. Up the middle he comes, twisting and turning, and now a flag goes in after the play's over. 2 flags on the field. We'll let them sort this one out.
I'm going to guess we're going to have a block in the back against the Grizzlies, going to push him back. If they saw the same thing I saw.
Well, both of the flags are in the same spot, so I'm assuming that they're consistent here. Oh, personal foul against the Grizzlies for an illegal block.
Yeah.
So that'll move it back 15 yards, not 10.
So it wasn't necessarily a block in the back. It wasn't really necessary for the play to happen.
Right, exactly. So it'll be 1st down and 10 at the 25 for Northwest. Zion Jones in motion. Up the middle, big hole, here we go. Midfield, Bolden all the way down to the 35-yard line of Heights.
Julius Bolden just straight up the middle.
45-yard run for Bolden.
Just untouched. Huge hole there by the offensive line.
1st and 10.
There goes
And Jones up the middle. He just fakes everybody out. He's going to score maybe. And it is a
touchdown, Grizzlies.
Touchdown. So that was a 45-yard run. So Mr. Jones is sitting on about 180 yards right now.
He's having that's a good game. And we're just over halfway through the first quarter.
Carson Arndt will try the extra point. Ruffin will hold. Kick is up, and it is good. Northwest's lead is extended 34-0 over Heights with 4:23 remaining here in the first quarter. And all Heights so far. Excuse me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have we're going to have an audible here in the booth. Damasio Sandoval says, "Put the headset on me. I want some of that." So here you go. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to freshman also on the football team. Not playing tonight. He'll get his time. But World, here's Damasio Sandoval.
All right, do you know how this works, young man?
I mean, I guess.
There you go. Okay? When the ball is snapped, okay? As soon as I say it, second down on the 25, that's when you jump in with the color. Okay? And do so at your, you don't have to do it every play. Do it whenever you feel like it. You will be fine. This is my favorite part, by the way, is getting the kids involved. I love this part. And the ball falls off the tee. Carson will have to respot it, which gives me time to respot my headset because my hat is blowing off. There we go. A pooch kick, way short. And we have, did that go out of bounds?
Yeah, it went out of bounds.
Out of bounds, so it'll spot it at the 35-yard line, and that's where Heights will get it, first down and 10 to go.
West 23, South 0.
Well, Mr. Sandoval, let's, while we have just a moment here, tell us about your football
Experience?
Where do you play on the field?
I play kickoff return. I play linebacker, middle linebacker, and yeah, that's where I play.
All right, middle linebacker's a great spot.
Yeah, it's a really great spot to play.
Deborah Schmidt under center, first down and 10, Heights. Ball at the 42-yard line. Now we've got something going. We've got some penalty against the offense. Must have been a substitution penalty.
It may be too many players on the field.
I was just going to say, one of them just came off. I'll bet you they had 12 guys out there. So it'll be first down and 15 now at the 37 for the Falcons. Deborah Schmidt trying to get his offense going here. They have done absolutely nothing in the first quarter, and they've had the wind at their back the whole time. Now here's a handoff up the middle, no gain on the play. Ball carried that time by Dakota Scott of the Falcons. Second down and 15 from the 37. And as we mentioned earlier, the wind is blowing hurricane force. I'm expecting my house to blow by here at any moment. Deborah Schmidt has been reluctant to throw it. He has not yet thrown it. He hands it off this time, and another great tackle that time by the Grizzlies after about a 2-yard gain. It'll be third down and 13 to go. We'll call it at the 44. I'm sorry, at the 39, excuse me.
It looks like our defense is doing great today.
They have been unstoppable ever since the East High game. Nobody's been able to solve them, and they were all over it in the Carroll game, even though they gave up 17 points in that game. You know, you're talking about a quality opponent and a big rival, and they handled them with relative ease. Third down now, 13 to go. A pitch on the far side to Randall. And he gains about 8 yards, but it'll still be way short of the first down. Fourth down and 5 to go. Let's see what Heights does. They may go for it here. They spot it at the 46. It'll be fourth down and 6 to go. And they are going to go for it on fourth down. Down 34 points. And now they made a liar out of me. Here comes the punting unit. So Klassen will kick from the 35. Bell is deep for the Grizzlies. He's standing at his 20. Good snap. Gets the kickoff, and a beauty kick. I mean, it's going to go all the way into the end zone. And it will be a touchback for Northwest. They'll have it first down and 10 at their 20 with 1:55 remaining. in the first quarter.
We have a minute 55 till halftime.
Not till halftime. We're still in the first quarter.
Oh, we're still in the first quarter. Wow.
It has been a long first quarter.
Yes, really long.
Jones in the backfield. Hands off up the middle. Big hole. 9-yard gain.
Great run. Great run.
By Martin. And it's 2nd down and 1. No huddle offense for the Grizzlies. Reagan hands it off up the middle again. Big hole. 1st down and more. All the way out to the 37-yard line by Martin. And that's where the Grizzlies will have yet another 1st down here tonight. Uh-oh. I'm hanging on to my rosters here for dear life. They're about to get ripped out of my hand by the wind. Short gain on the play. We'll call it a 2nd and a long 7 for Northwest. Jones in the backfield. He's going to throw it up the middle. Bam! Mason Ross is all over it. Down to the 30-yard line. 1st down. Mason Ross went in motion, came, set on the near side, shot straight up the middle, and nobody went with him.
He is quite an athlete.
Reagan Jones hands it off. Nope, keeps it himself after a good fake. Down to the 20. Inside the 20, it'll be close to a 1st down. In fact, it is a 1st down. Move the sticks. 1st and 10 Grizzlies at the 19 of Heights High. With time winding down here in the first quarter. Martin sweeps to the left. 1st down, 5. Is he in? Touchdown, Grizzlies! What a run by Jamar Martin. Sweeps left, cuts forward, and just blasts his way into the end zone. Carson Arndt will try the extra point. Ruffin will hold. Ball's down, kick is up, and it is good. With 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Grizzlies lead 41-0 here at Heights in a score that I would never have predicted.
Yeah.
This is a Heights team that has scored 167 points in its last 3 games.
Wow.
Okay, they have been red hot, and we have just silenced them. Our defense and our offense have just totally blown this team out in the first quarter. I can't remember. I don't think I ever remember seeing a high school game with a first quarter with a team scoring 41 points in the first quarter. 6 touchdowns in the first quarter. Into the wind.
Yeah.
They're all into the wind. I mean, it's just unreal. And of course, the wind helped us with those 2 turnovers.
Very much.
Carson Arndt will kick it off. Randall is deep. He's standing at his 25. You know, every kickoff, they move up 5 yards.
Yeah.
And here we go. And we have whistles. That's all gonna come back. Something happened here. I don't know what it was. And I thought they said it was encroachment. I did not see the signal. Nope, it's against Northwest. They're moving us back 5 yards. No time expired on the clock on the play. There's still 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And this time he gets it long, and bouncing kick. Randall has it at the 25 to 30. And a big hole for Randall up over the 40-yard line. And Heights will have great field position to start this drive. Starting it at their own 42-yard line.
Man, what grade is Randall in?
Let's find out, because I'm not exactly sure myself. In order to do that, I have to let go of a piece of paper. This could be hard. Randall is that's what I thought, he's a freshman.
Yeah, I thought he is too, because we may have to go against them Monday.
Yeah, he's a freshman. So, good player. Deborah Schmidt under center, hands it off to Randall, and Randall goes nowhere. We'll give him a half a yard gain. And when we come back here in the second quarter after changing ends, it will be 2nd down and 9 for Heights. After 1 quarter of play, Grizzlies lead 41-0.
It really has been a great first quarter, really.
An outstanding first quarter for the Northwest folks. Nice crowd on hand tonight from both schools. Drew well. It's not what you would call the perfect football night. The temperature's in the 60s, but so is the wind speed.
Really chilly.
We're up here on top of the press box tonight. Our view is great, but I'm wearing 2 pairs of pants, 2 pairs of socks, 2 shirts, and a winter coat. And my gloves are in my pocket ready to come out. And I'm also wearing a hat. And it's in the 60s. Here's a handoff and a loss on the play. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage is Adrian Patterson, the sophomore. He'll lose 1.5 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for Heights at their 42. Is it me or is it windier now than it was 5 minutes ago?
Oh, I can tell.
Not that I'm complaining, because I'm not.
I sure am. I'm wearing shorts.
You are wearing shorts. I don't understand that one at all. We need to talk to your tailor.
Yeah.
Deborah Schmidt under center. Pitches it back to Randall. He comes on the near side, gets by 1 tackler, and then falls forward to the 48-yard line. He'll gain 5 yards on the play. But it'll be short of the first down. It'll be 4th down and 5 yards to go, and Heights is going to go for it. Quite frankly, down by 41 points. I don't blame them. Oh, no, they're not going to go for it. You know, they did this to me earlier. I need to talk to them about that. Caden Klassen comes out with the punting unit to punt it away. He'll punt it from his 35-yard line, and there's nobody back for Northwest. Flags on the play. The ball bounces. It takes a Heights bounce, and it will be downed at the 23-yard line by Jaden Hamilton. Now let's check out the flag. Referee threw the flag, and the wind took it 10 yards past where it was, and now they're going to say it's a false start on Heights, and they're going to Northwest will decline it. So it's 1st down Grizzlies at the 23-yard line of Northwest. Reagan Jones in the backfield. He's got Bolden and Martin back there with him. Zion Jones is up top on the far side. Mason Ross now goes in motion and sets. Martin cuts up the middle. Big hole, 1st down and more. Out to the 36-yard line where it'll be 1st down Grizzlies. No huddle offense. Here we go. Handoff up the middle again. This time to Bolden. Bolden will pick up 6 yards. Out to the 42-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 4 from that point. Ross comes on the near side now. Jones hands it off. Big cut up the middle this time by Bolden. Bolden, big yardage. Look at him, he's gonna go. 5, touchdown Grizzlies.
That was an amazing run.
60-yard run for Bolden to extend the Grizzly lead. Carson Arndt will come on for the extra point. Ruffin will hold. Ball's down, kick is up, and it is good. 9:26 remaining in the second quarter. Grizzlies lead 48-0.
It's a great lead.
What a performance by the Grizzlies tonight so far in this contest. They have done absolutely everything right. The only flaw you can find so far tonight is a missed extra point. 7 touchdowns in the first half so far for the Grizzlies. And now Carson will be kicking off into the, no, I said that incorrectly. He'll be kicking off with the wind.
That's going to be hard.
Randall will go deep for Heights High. He's standing at his 10. Now he's going to move back. He's actually going to be standing closer to his 5 when it's all said and when it's all said and done. What I don't understand is how do they keep the ball on the tee? As hard as the wind is blowing, you think the ball would blow off. There's a long one that's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Heights Falcons. Again, we want to remind you we're on the air next Thursday night for a Thursday night special edition of Grizzly football at 6:45. Southeast Buffaloes will come into Northwest Stadium for a City League contest. And we're starting to run out of regular season, folks. And Grizzlies have just been invincible all year. Depperschmidt under center. Tightly packed formation, because he's not there. They're going to run it. Depperschmidt keeps it himself, picks up 2 yards. We'll call it 2nd and 8. Ball on the 22-yard line of the Falcons. Heights taking their time here. Depperschmidt again under center, man in motion. They pitch it to Randall, and Randall up on the near side is going to get a nice little gain out of it of 3 or 4 yards. Let's give him 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Looks like there's a flag on the field.
There is indeed. That came in kind of late, did it not?
Yes, 2 players looked like arguing almost.
I'll guarantee you they weren't arguing, they were taunting.
Yeah. Looked like it happened on the O-line and D-line.
Well, I can guarantee you they weren't inviting each other out for dinner after the game. We'll see how they sort this out, folks. And here it comes. No foul. They picked the flag up. So it will be 3rd down and 4 to go for Heights. And again, the ball is on the 26-yard line of the Falcons. Deborah Schmidt will go under center again. This is the first team we've played all year that does not use the spread offense. It's kind of refreshing to see it. A little more closely resembling the old pro set. There's a run up the middle, and it is good enough, I think, for a first down. We'll see if he gets to the 30 or not. They spot it. Ooh, right on the stripe. That makes it a first down. First down and 10 Falcons, and I believe that this is their first down, that this is their first down of the half.
Really?
Sweep to the far side this time. A lot of running to gain only 1 yard on the play. It'll be second down and 9. If you just joined us, we welcome you wherever you are on planet Earth. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies football on nwhsgrizz.com. My name's Kevin Arkin. Damasio Sandoval is wearing the other headset, freshman football player extraordinaire. Glad to have you on board, young man.
Thank you.
.658 remaining and counting now in the first half. Grizzlies up by a boatload. Run up the middle that time. Grizzlies are pointing like they've got the ball. I didn't see it come out.
Was it a strip?
I don't know. Let's see what they call here. I think the answer is no. I think it's going to stay with Heights. Third down and 3 to go after the game. Ball on the 37. Clock running with 6:10 to go in the first half. Deborah Schmidt under center. Man in motion is Randall. He gets a fumble.
Wow.
Oh, I choked on it. Fumble, loose ball, recovered by the Grizzlies. Wow. Michael Anthony gets the recovery after the missed pitch by Deborah Schmidt to Randall. And the Grizzlies are back in business on the 30-yard line of the Falcons. Three turnovers?
Yeah.
Third turnover of the night, recovered by the Grizzlies. Reagan Jones, look out, he's got a man chasing him. Now he runs forward, picks up some yardage, finds a hole, goes to the far side to the 20. Out of bounds at the 16-yard line after a 12-yard gain.
We picked up a first down as well.
First down yardage and more for Reagan Jones. Ball at the 16, first down and 10. Jones hands it off up the middle to Martin. Big hole, he's going to score. Touchdown, Grizzlies.
Great run.
Nobody touched Martin. And I mean nobody.
None.
Carson Arndt will come on now to try the extra point. Ruffin will hold. Ball's down, kick is up, and it is good. With 5:27 remaining in the second quarter, Grizzlies 55, Heights 0. Who'd have thunk it? This is one of those things where every bounce has gone our way in this game. The whole game through, everything that could have gone right has gone right. And I do say that good teams make their own luck.
Yeah.
And we have a good team. I don't think there's nobody's going to argue the fact we have a good team. But to do this is amazing. John Randall will go deep for the kickoff for Heights Falcons. Carson Arndt will bring out the tee and set it up at his 40. He has a 40-mile-an-hour wind at his back. This is one of the windiest games I've been to in a long time.
Man.
It's gale force up. Are your hands all right?
Oh, I have them in my hoodie. It's really cold.
This one's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. It'll be first down and 10 for Heights on their own 20-yard line. You want some gloves?
I mean, sure.
I'm not wearing them for now. I want them back, though.
Yeah, I'll give them back.
These are my favorite gloves, so you can wear them.
Thank you.
Real men don't need gloves, by the way. I thought I'd tell you that. 5:27 remaining till half. I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm being silly. Waiting on Heights to take the field. There they go. Depperschmidt will be under center. Randall's out there at running back. He's joined out there by Josiah Hill. No, man, that's the wrong side. That's not one of our guys. Sorry about that, Ms. Hill. Dakota Scott is what I meant to say. Here's a pitch to Randall, sweeping to the near side and knocked out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play. It'll be second down and 4 yards to go.
We have been playing amazing defense today.
We have been. The defense has been all over the ball. Heights now trying these wide sweeps, trying to get around, trying to use some speed to get around. I know that's why Randall's out there.
Yeah, he's really quick.
He's quick. He's got some good speed, got some wheels. Now he's going to come out of the game. He'll get replaced back there by Jalen Hanks, number 4. One wide out for Heights up top. They're not going to throw it, I'm sure. And Depperschmidt calls his own number, falls forward, gets a yard or 2.
May look like a fumble.
Don't tell me we get another one.
It looked.
Grizzly football. Depperschmidt fumbled. Grizzlies have it at the 26. First down and 10 to go.
It may look like our 4th turnover.
It is our 4th turnover. All on fumbles, or actually 2 of them are muffs.
Yeah.
If if it looks like a duck and walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck. It's a fumble. 4 fumbles recovered by Northwest. Jones takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. Big hole again for Bolden. Bolden down to the 10-yard line. And they're going to mark him down at the 12. First down and 10 to go for Northwest. 4:16 and counting remaining here in the second quarter. Grizzlies up 55-0. Quick handoff and Bolden slips and goes down. He'll lose a couple. We're going to call it second down and 13. He lost 3 on the play. Ball all the way out to the 16-yard line. No huddle offense again for the Grizzlies. They've done that all night. Martin behind Jones. Jones hands it off to Martin, tries to cut up, is successful, gets inside the 10 again. Picks up about 5 on the play. It'll be third down and 8.
Looks like a flag is on the field.
How come I didn't see that? I still don't see it.
They're talking about it right now.
Oh, yeah, so they are. You know why I didn't see it?
Why is that?
Old eyes. Getting old is no bargain. I don't recommend it. penalty is against the Grizzlies. And we'll back them up here 10 yards.
That's a big step
15.
back.
That's a personal foul. Wow. I wonder what that was about.
Really?
I sure didn't see anything. So it's third down and a boatload. Reagan Jones throws in the corner.
Looks
is
like
it
a
caught?
touchdown.
Yes, it is. Touchdown.
That was a great catch.
Is that Jones in the corner that caught that?
I think so.
He's away, far away. I didn't bring my binoculars tonight.
like
Jones to Jones connection yields another 6 points. And Carson Arndt will try the extra point here with Ruffin holding. Ball's down, kick is up, and it is good. 3:10 remaining till halftime. Grizzlies lead Heights 62-0. And the wind continues here.
Feels like it gotten stronger.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we see the starters not playing very much at all in the second half, given the lopsided score at this point.
Yeah.
Give an opportunity for some of the younger players to get some playing time. You know, Reagan Jones sure doesn't need to pad in these stats. He's got over 200 yards.
Yeah. For a quarterback.
Yeah, exactly.
He's really quick for a quarterback.
He is very quick. Outstanding athlete. Carson Arndt will kick it off. Randall is deep. He's standing on his 2. And I don't think he's going to touch the ball, and I think he knows it. In the air, and he got it. Oh, he almost fell down. That would have been really bad for him. 20-yard line, flag is down at the 25.
Personal. We may have a personal.
We'll let him sort it out. See how they call this. We can't hear the referee's mic because of the wind, so we're going to just have to rely on some signals here. It is holding against Northwest. They'll add the yardage to the end of the run. It'll be a first down and 10 for the Falcons, and they have about 3 minutes to try and get the Schneider off the board. So, Damasio,
Yes, sir.
here's your quiz for the day. What is a Schneider?
I really don't know that one.
I'll tell you here after this play. Don't feel bad. No student I've ever asked that question to has gotten it right. Depperschmidt, rather, with the ball. And he picks up a couple. We'll call it 2nd and 8. If you play gin rummy, a Schneider is a shutout.
Oh.
So if I'm saying I want to get the Schneider off the board, I want to get the goose egg off the board. That's what they're talking about. So what I meant was they had 3 minutes to get the goose egg off the board.
Man.
Score some points. 2.5 minutes remaining now in the first half. And Heights in no hurry to do much of anything here. I would think they'd want to be rushing this down, trying to get a score out of it.
Look like they need to be more in a hurry.
Depperschmidt has it and keeps it. Runs up the middle, and 3 guys clobber him. After a 2-yard gain, it'll be 3rd down and 6 to go for Heights. Ball spotted at the 37-yard line. Like I said, they're taking their time out there, so they're in no hurry. And after this play, I'm going to take something back that I said before the game started. There's a pitch to Randall. Good cut up the middle. He almost got it stripped from him. He's going to be well short of the... Oh, they took it away, but they called him down first.
Wow, he was really excited about that
He
one.
was. I think he thought he had 6 points.
Yeah. He was gone. Nobody had him.
Oh, nobody had him. But the Randall was down before the ball came out, so it's 4th and 3 for Heights, and they're going to go for it. Ball on their own 40-yard line. What I said before the game that I'm now going to retract, I was concerned when we lost the toss and we were going to have the wind in our face in the 4th quarter. You know, if it was a high-scoring slugfest and we needed to get a field goal in the 4th quarter, it's going to be kind of hard into this wind. I don't think now that matters anymore.
No more.
We have a timeout on the field taken by the Falcons. 47 seconds remaining till halftime. Grizzlies lead 62-0.
It looks like a Heights player got taken off the field. He's in a
Oh,
go
yeah.
kart.
Yeah, the golf cart has taken one of the players to the locker room. I did not see anybody get hurt, did you?
Me? No. He may have to get off the field. 47 seconds on the clock.
4th down and 3 to go. Ball at the 40. Both teams come out of the timeout. We're going to have an exciting halftime guest for you. Now they're going to punt it. And nearly blocked. The wind got it. It went straight up. And it gets a Heights bounce. The ball was only 20 yards in the air. Gets another 15 on the roll. It'll be a 1st down for Northwest at their 37-yard line. Reagan Jones in the spread. Hands it off to Martin. Martin sweeps to the far side. Big hole. And more. He may go all the way. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Northwest.
Wow. First play.
A one-play drive of 57 yards, all on the ground, on the feet of Martin.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
That was quite a run.
That was a
That
run.
surprised me.
Oh my goodness, just wasn't what I was expecting to hear. Carson Arndt will try the extra point. Ruffin will hold. Ball's up, and it is good. With 22 seconds remaining in the first half, Grizzlies lead 69-0.
Wow. First quarter, they had like 40 points on 40 points.
41 points in the first quarter, 28 in this quarter.
That is crazy.
You know, and I could see a 28-point quarter with this kind of a wind advantage, but to score 41 into the wind,
Goodness.
into this wind, it's unbelievable.
Man. They just need the mental toughness.
Yeah. I hope they don't get complacent and think every game is going to be like the last 5, when we've had big blowout victories and, you know, we've scored a bunch of points in the first half and just coasted. You know, we're going to have some tough teams in the playoffs, and they're going to have to be prepared for that. And I'm not taking anything away from what they've done so far. What they've done so far has been nothing short of phenomenal. Carson Arndt will kick it off. Randall is deep. Let's see if this goes all the way through. It does. It'll be a touchback, and it'll be 1st down and 10 for Heights at their own 20-yard line.
I want to see if they're going to go for it.
Who knows?
Might have to. They at least got to put something on the board.
Kind of hard to score into this wind in 20 seconds.
Yes.
when you've done nothing all night.
Looks like they may have to run, really.
Depperschmidt is going to be under center, and it looks like they may be taking the genuflect offense here. We'll see what they do. Now they run a play.
Immediately.
And stuffed immediately for no gain. And Northwest elects not to call timeout, which I think is the right move. Counting it down, 5 seconds to go. We're going to go into halftime. Grizzlies leading 69-0 over our host, the Wichita Heights Falcons.
Amazing half. Amazing half for the Grizzlies.
So we have a 15-minute halftime break here. We did not schedule a halftime guest to come up here. We're up here on top of the press box, and didn't want to make anybody come up here unnecessarily. And I already know that I'm in big trouble at home if my wife is watching this and realizes that I'm up here, because I'm up here with a bum knee.
Yeah.
And I'm not supposed to climb ladders, and I did. I climbed one to get up here. So, sorry, dear. Anyway, so our halftime guest is going to be the gentleman standing next to me, Damasio Sandoval.
Oh.
Tell us everything there is to know about your wonderful world.
About playing football or
anything? Well, you can talk about football if you want, and I'm going to take it somewhere else.
Well, I want to start off my first time coming to Northwest. It was really great, actually. The first day of school was really great. Second day with sophomores, juniors, and seniors, I was introduced to a lot of familiar faces from elementary school and middle school and stuff like that. Great to see them and stuff like that. And then before school started, I went to the summer camp for Northwest football, and man, they I don't know, it's really great. I did a lot of lifting and stuff like that. It wasn't that bad, really.
You have you done weightlifting prior to this year?
Yeah, actually, my brother Saul Ortiz is a former Grizzly as well. He's wrestled. He's suited up for varsity as a freshman as well. And he's went to varsity all 4 of his years in wrestling.
The reason I asked that, one of the reasons that this team is successful is because these guys are in the weight room all the time.
Yes.
And you cannot be successful in the sport of football unless you lift.
You got to have strength.
You got to have strength. And quite frankly, all the other sports are kind of following suit with that, and they're kind of they're mirroring the need for strength as they go forward.
Yeah.
And soccer, get the kids in the weight room. Tennis, get the girls in the weight room.
Yeah.
Okay, and get them. Not necessarily to. I don't know what that was.
May have been the dance team.
May have been. Dance team is down there performing at the moment. What I was starting to say with the girls tennis team, just as an example, it's not to get them bulk and to have a bunch of have a bunch of burly, muscular girls, but to have them strong and solid.
Yeah.
Okay, and able to command the sport in which they're playing. So, my own personal advice to you on that subject, and it's going to come from personal experience.
Yeah.
Because I'm just going to go back to my own family for just a moment. I have a son that just retired from the LA Rams.
Really?
And when he played at Capon, and he took weightlifting 4 times.
Wow.
And in the semester he couldn't take it, he went anyway. And this doesn't count the weightlifting they're doing during the season. Okay, my son he still lifts weights every day. Man. He hasn't played in a year and a half. But he still lifts weights every day because he's trying. He still wants to stay in shape,
stay healthy.
But for football, you got to keep an edge on, and the only way you can keep an edge on in football is to be strong.
Yeah.
You have to be stronger than the other guy.
Yeah.
And that's what made him, reasonably successful doing it. So you keep doing that. So what else besides football? What else interests you?
Choir, actually. I'm in choir, actually.
Good for you.
Yeah, we had a performance Tuesday this week.
Yeah. How did that go? I know some of the soccer players. The soccer team went to Manhattan, and I went with them. And by the way, that game is podcast, ladies and gentlemen. You can get to it from NWHS Grizz. But some of the soccer players did not make the trip because they were with you, singing in choir. So how'd that go?
It was really great, actually. We had a lot of people show up to hear us sing and stuff like that. They were actually great, amazed at how good we can sing.
Sure. Yeah. Well, good. That's good. And you need to broaden your, scope. There's more to life than football.
Yeah.
It really is. So yeah, that's a great thing.
Yeah.
And I assume you're enjoying this class.
Yes, it's really great. It's different from football. Football, they'll I don't know, they'll give you a little bit of toughness to show you how football is, and then at the end of them showing you toughness, just show you love.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like saying choir, but it was a welcoming thing. They wanted you to be there, they wanted you to sing. Don't be nervous and just perform.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. So, and I think you'll agree with me that you are extremely blessed to have this gentleman standing behind you as your instructor. He is just, Shane Monroe is phenomenal.
Yes. And
working with him has been a true joy for me as well. And I like to call him a good friend because he is. But he has just been great putting this whole thing together. I mean, all this equipment that we're using this year, it's all new this year.
Wow.
He just got this grant over the summer. I was the most surprised person in the building when last summer, see, last year I worked with his class. Kids would come. I have my own set of equipment, but it's small scale.
Yeah.
And I use it for soccer.
Yeah.
And basketball. I did basketball with it. And pardon me a moment. Sorry, folks. Cough switch isn't nearby. Mr. Monroe invites me to lunch. We go to lunch, and he says, I just got a grant. I said, oh, okay. What are you gonna do with it? We're gonna build a production studio. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Great. And this is similar to what Heights has here. I helped Heights put theirs together years ago. We've had it a while. And Valley Center has theirs. They call theirs Hornet Studios. Phenomenal stuff. They do a great job up there. Those kids are great.
Yeah.
And we're still in the baby step stages here, because this is the first sports season we've done anything with this. But every week you guys all get better. Every week the production gets better, and every week you guys are learning something, and that's what really amazing.
Yeah, we got a scoreboard on and all that, and we just started getting that on.
That's good stuff. I'm looking forward to doing this a long time with you guys, and assuming that Mr. Monroe doesn't fire me somewhere along the line, but I do enjoy doing it. I don't know we haven't figured out what we're doing for basketball. I got away from what I was starting to tell you. So we're eating lunch, and he tells me this. He says, I want to do football. I said, okay, sounds good. Yeah, football would be a good thing to do. Will you help? And I said, yes, I'll help. Absolutely, I'll help. I'll do whatever you need me to do. So I get to work with all you guys. It's great. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah.
So, basketball, we're talking about how we're not sure what we're going to do with basketball yet. And I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to do with basketball, because I'm going under the knife the day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be able to walk much for several weeks. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything in the beginning of the season. I want to be there. I want to be there with you guys, and I hope that Mr. Monroe puts something together and we get it all done. So, and in the meantime, we're still doing soccer, and you guys have helped with soccer, and I appreciate that. Lots of good stuff coming. So, one of our executive producers is kicking us out of the way here.
Wait a minute, hold on. That looks a little...
Your picture looks great. Now, yeah, keep going. Okay, because you see all that. See those people on the other side? You don't need to see them. And all the stuff down here that was down here before, you don't need to see that. What you want to see is what you're seeing right. Whoops, I didn't mean to touch it. I'm sorry. What you want to see is that. Okay, get in Zoom, and get the band or whatever it is you're going to get. So, one of the disadvantages of this for me, I never get to see any of the pictures until the next day.
Wow.
So I'm doing this whole thing and I don't see one thing that you guys are putting out there. I'm just assuming that I'm talking about the same thing they're showing.
Yeah.
I just have to assume that. And that's just because of the way the setup is. You know, when we're at home, we're not even in the same room. You guys are up on the roof and Shane and I are down in one of the rooms. And Brandon is usually sitting behind me doing the directing. And I have no idea what he's doing because I don't have a monitor.
Switching out the tripod.
They're going to switch out tripods. Heaven help us all. We'll see what happens here. We're counting down our halftime, folks. 6:40 remaining here, approximately. Actually, about 10 minutes in the half because they'll have their 3-minute stretch period. Grizzlies are up 69-0 here at halftime in a game that has just literally been total domination by Northwest.
The cameras will be off because the tripods are switching right now.
Well, then we'll just have to keep them entertained with our sterling conversation.
Yeah.
While they're making the switch because it can't, and you can hear the band in the background. So. So how well do you know these other guys that are on the crew tonight?
I just met them this year, and they're really great people.
And they do a good. What really impresses me about all you guys, gosh, is it windy, is the dedication that you all have toward putting out a really quality product. Are you okay? Did I just kick you? We're all cramped up here. Heights Band is playing at halftime. Good crowd on hand, as we mentioned earlier. Northwest traveled well tonight. Got a nice crowd of home folks on the other side. Several hundred over there watching. Watching the Grizzlies tonight. Heights has a decent crowd. That's a home game for them. I thought they would have had more people here, but they've still got a nice turnout.
Yeah, it's because mostly because the weather also really windy.
It isn't the best night for football, agreed, but you know, if I was if you're a true fan, you're out here when it's sleeting, and I've done that. I've sat in football games when it's sleeting, and you just do what you got to do.
Yeah, I played in a game last year in Lawrence, and it would like rain, and as soon as it hits the floor, it freezes. And it was really tough playing in that.
I can imagine. That's my bad. Not so much so here tonight. It's still reasonably warm. It's in the low 60s, maybe upper 50s by now. I haven't checked in a while, but again, the wind chill drives it near zero, so it's plenty brisk. No question about that here tonight. Thursday night, we're at home against Southeast High. They'll come in, the Buffaloes will, for a City League contest. Southeast is basically out of it as far as the City League race is concerned. In fact, I think the City League race, this may be clinching it tonight, because I think Carroll has 2 losses, I think.
Oh.
I'm gonna ask Mr. Monroe that question. Do you know if Carroll has 2 league losses? Have they lost to somebody besides us? Just one. So it is not over. We will not clinch tonight. We will clinch a tie tonight with this win tonight, I believe. Carroll with 1 loss there, and that was to us on opening day.
Yeah.
In City League, they have lost another game since, but it was non-league. And Capon who was just struggled no end 2 weeks ago when we played them.
Yeah.
Last week played Carroll to a 10-6 game. So you never know on any given night how the game might go. Do we have camera again? Yeah, we sure do. The Heights band down there. You can see them from your spot there at home, and hope you enjoy the pictures. Hope you've enjoyed all the pictures the kids have brought to you tonight. You know, the kids are, among other things, these kids are trying different things during the game. They're learning different angles, different perspectives, different focus shots throughout the game, throughout the contest, and that's what they're supposed to be doing. So, you know, I always say this isn't ESPN, nor do we claim for it to be, but this is getting to be one of the best student-led broadcasts ever. Grizzly football and the interactive media class at Wichita Northwest High School. Grizzlies are ready to come back onto the field. They are standing there waiting. I haven't seen the Falcons come up yet.
No, they're coming out of the gym right now. At the locker room.
Yes, they are. Well, here come the Grizzlies back.
East against South, or Southeast. East has 14 on the halftime. And Southeast 0.
And that's at half?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it looks like East is winning, actually.
We have any other good scores of interest here, gentlemen?
I'm trying to find some. But I'm not really doing it.
Well, they may not be posted yet either. I mean, it'll be interesting to see whether the starters stay in the game for Northwest or if they start bringing in the second team players with a 10 touchdown lead. And now here come the Falcons back from Heights High. They'll take their 3-minute stretch period to warm up, and then we'll begin the second half. Heights will get the kickoff in the second half. They will play into the wind in the third quarter. But they will receive the opening half kickoff, so they'll have the ball first.
It has been a really long game.
Well, it's been long because there's been so many stoppages for scores.
Yeah.
There's so much dead time when there's a lot of scores that, yes. The game has run long. A game an hour and a half old. And, you know, we're playing 12-minute quarters, so you know there's been a lot of downtime throughout the evening. If you're in the Wichita area, I'd like to invite you on Tuesday. Come on out and check out the Grizzlies soccer team. They will be playing their final home game of the season Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. It is senior night for the Grizzlies. They'll have senior night ceremonies being conducted between the JV and the varsity game at about 6:45. And then the varsity game is slated for 7 o'clock. They take on the East High Blue Aces that night in a game that has zero implications to either team because the Grizzlies are out of it as far as the City League is concerned, and East has already clinched. So even if we beat East, it will make no difference.
Yeah.
And it will make no difference as far as the soccer playoffs are concerned. The soccer playoffs start the following Monday. We now have figured out that the Grizzlies will play in a play-in game to get into the 16-team bracket on our side of the bracket. I said that wrong. Let me say it again. The Grizzlies will play a play-in game to get into the 16-team field on our side of the bracket, and that game will probably be next Monday night, and it will be a road game. Okay? We will not get to host it, and hopefully, we're planning to webcast that game live from wherever it is.
Yeah.
So we'll invite you to watch that, and you can check nwhsgrizz.com. The link will be posted for that game as soon as we know where it is and when it is. But they have some unfinished business on Tuesday night. Come on out and check them out. They lost last night at home to Mays, a big soccer rival for Northwest. They lost 1-0 on a penalty kick early in the game. Mays got a penalty kick, and that was it. We held them to nothing after that. Well, we couldn't get the ball in the net either. So we ended up with a 1-0 loss. But I honestly think that was the best played game of the year by the soccer team last night. So they're getting themselves geared up for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Grizzlies have headed to the bench. Heights has not. They need to. It's getting windy up here. I'm getting cold. Heights again deferred the choice in the first half when they won the toss. They will take the ball here in the third quarter. They'll get it first. And I think it's a safe bet. DeMazio, I think it's a safe bet that the issue's decided.
Yeah.
And it's also a safe bet that the fourth quarter is going to last 12 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't see them scoring 29 points in the third quarter.
I don't know. We'll see if.
But you never know.
Yeah.
That's right. You never know.
See if the coach could put some sense into him.
Randall will go deep to take the opening kickoff of the second half from Carson Arndt. And we'll see if this one makes it to the end zone. The wind has not let up all night, nor was it supposed to. It is plenty breezy up here. Here we go. We're underway. Second half. Long one's going to go to Randall at the 1. He's up to the 15. Down he goes at the 17-yard line. What a great special teams tackle. And now we have some extracurricular activity. Todrick McGee on the tackle for the Grizzlies. Again, the ball at the... where are they spotting it here? They're going to spot it at the 14-yard line, I believe. Yep, 14-yard line. That's where Heights will have it. First down and 10 to go to start the third quarter. He would have been better off letting it go in the end zone.
Yeah.
Depperschmidt under center. Back there behind him is Dakota Scott. Randall takes it on the sweep. Here comes a tackle. Boom! See you later. What a play.
What a hit.
Josiah Hill nails Randall on the tackle. A gain of 1 on the play. It's second down and 9 to go. You think they're still hitting hard or what?
I mean, yeah.
Randall comes out now.
They may have. I could tell that every time they take Randall out, they go inside.
Well, let's see if that applies here. Somehow they went inside.
Yeah.
They did it again. You're right. Good observation there, young man. And they gained nothing. Actually, they're going to lose a half a yard. Third down, 9 to go. A long 9 for Heights High. Just underway here in the second half, 10:40 to go.
The wind's picking up.
It is picking up again. And folks, we apologize for the wind noise. We can do nothing about it. Depperschmidt with the ball, in trouble. Down he goes. A host get him. It's going to be 4th down and 10. 3 or 4 yellow jerseys, or white jerseys, I should say, all over Depperschmidt that time. He turned around and there was nobody. And that may have been a busted play, not sure. Either way, it's a safe bet they're going to punt. And here comes the punt team. I don't know why they wait to do that.
Yeah.
You're not surprising anybody by doing that.
Yeah, you're just killing clock time at this point.
Basically, yeah. Clausen standing at his 1 will punt the ball. Nobody deep for the Grizzlies. They're going to let this one fall. High snap, he gets it, and he almost faked it. This one comes all the way out to the 45 where it'll be deadened there by Jaden Hamilton, and it'll be 1st down for the Grizzlies with 9:25 remaining in the 3rd.
I just noticed we didn't have anybody to come and get the ball.
I would expect that the reason for that was to avoid the muff.
Yeah, and
They're not going to get a long punt out and off into this wind anyway.
Yeah.
And you're going to get good field position, so just let it go and take the field position. It's not like they need to have it at the 20 to score. They've proven that. Up the middle, big handoff and a nice run that time. Just into the game, Jaden Wheeler at running back.
Looks like Mason Ross, quarterback.
You're right. I missed that. Mason Ross, number 16, is a quarterback. Thanks for keeping me honest. So Reagan Jones is done for the night, and I'm not a bit surprised. Yeah, I see Jones over there with his helmet off, yeah. Ross behind center in the spread. He will hand it off. No, he'll keep it. Up the middle he goes, and 1st down yardage for Mason Ross. It'll be 1st and 10 Grizzlies at the 34-yard line of Heights. 8:38 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Clock running. Grizzlies up 69-0. Jones up on the near side. Goes deep. Ross will keep it himself, go up the middle. Big hole, and he's close to another 1st down. He's got it. 11-yard gain for Mason Ross. Move the sticks. It's a 1st down. Grizzlies picking up right where they left off in the 2nd quarter. Mason Ross looking for a play from his coach. Caleb Coleman comes down to the near side. Zion Jones is up top. Wheeler behind center. Wheeler with the ball. Big hole, 10, 5. He may score. He is short. He's out of bounds at the 1.
He was fighting for it.
Couldn't quite get it in. I'm just going to ask this only because I just met you for the first time tonight. You have a nickname?
Zio.
Zio. I will use it. Oh man, is it windy?
Yeah.
Oh wow. First
chilling.
and goal at the 1. Who's going to get the honor? Looks like Wheeler. And he's in for the touchdown. Jaden Wheeler gets the score for the Grizzlies. Carson Hart will trot out to try the extra point. Ruffin will hold. Ball's down, kick is up, and it is good. 7:27 remaining in the third quarter. Grizzlies now lead 76-0. I don't know what else I can say.
Yeah.
The Heights side is actually, both sides are very quiet.
Yeah.
Crowd-wise, I'm saying. There's not a lot of noise. The cheerleaders are doing a great job over there, as they are here in front of us, the Heights cheerleaders, but there's not a lot of raucous activity in the stands because of the lopsided score by either side. And that's probably the way it ought to be. Just let the teams go out there and do their business at this point. Randall is deep for Heights High. Standing inside his 10. He'll go all the way back to the goal line or close to it. Carson Arndt will kick it off. And back it goes into the end zone. It'll be a touchback for Heights. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their 20. How are your legs feeling?
Oh, really bad.
Just in case you missed it earlier, Zio's wearing shorts.
Yeah. And a tank top underneath
First
the hoodie.
rule of doing a football game, you never wear shorts in
Ever.
October.
Ever.
Because it gets cold as soon as the sun goes down. It starts to get cold.
Yep.
And you got the wind as well. First team is still in there for Heights High. Depperschmidt behind center. He's got Adrian Peterson in the backfield with him now. And Depperschmidt keeps it himself and is instantly tackled. Great penetration that time by the Grizzly line. We'll give Zach Dare the credit for the tackle. He was all over it.
Yeah.
They mark it for no gain. Quite frankly, I thought he lost a yard or two. But it's 2nd down and 10 now from the 20. 7 minutes and counting remaining in the third quarter. Depperschmidt, man in motion. He's going to throw it for the first time tonight. Oh! And it's broken up, and a nice job that time breaking up that pass by Josiah Hill of the Grizzlies. Didn't have a chance for the interception, but he did break it up.
Was that the first throw for Heights?
That is the first pass of the night, or the first attempt of the night for Depperschmidt.
Goodness.
And it's all for naught. So it's 3rd down and 10 from the 20 for Heights. They've been able to do virtually nothing on offense all night. Randall has it near side. And a big hole that time, and a first down for the freshman. Out to the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 Falcons.
I remember playing against Randall in the junior league.
That's how you knew he was a freshman.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's been.
Is he related to the other Randalls?
No.
Wichita fame?
I don't know.
I don't know either. There were a couple that played at a couple Randalls that played at Southeast. Oh, a
with the
bad
fumble.
pitch, and it's a loose ball. Falls on it, and yes, it is a fumble recovery for Northwest.
Jacob Yelkman.
Yep, Jacob Youngman gets the recovery on the bad pitch. That's the second bad pitch tonight that resulted in a fumble. Grizzlies are back in business yet again. The ball is going to be spotted inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Jacob's a good guy. He's been teaching me a lot on outside linebacker and stuff like that. And when we went to go sell cards for Blitz, and we shared the same car and went to go sell the cars together.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Jacob, a junior?
Yes.
And we're waiting for the setup here. 1st down and 10 Grizzlies at the 14-yard line of Heights. Ross at quarterback has it. And, ooh, boy, he got hit hard. We're going to have a loss on the play of about 4 yards. Jaden Wheeler had the carry. But Mason Ross, somebody took his legs out from under him. I was concerned about an injury there.
Yeah.
But he's okay. 6 minutes and counting in the third. It is 2nd down and 15 to go. They have to get to the 5 to get a first down. Taking their time getting the play in here are the Grizzlies. Not that there's no need for them to be in a hurry.
Yeah.
But they just ran out of clock. The play clock just struck 0. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. Now it'll be 2nd and 20. Unless we took a timeout, which we just did. They got the timeout before the flag was thrown, so we'll leave it at 2nd and 15. Grizzlies have 2 timeouts remaining in the second half. Heights with all 3 of theirs.
Goodness, it's windy.
I don't mean to laugh at you, but I know you're cold.
Yeah, I got goosebumps.
But I know one thing, your hands are warm.
Yeah, they are.
Those are good gloves. Second down, 15 to go from the 19-yard line of Heights. Mason Ross at quarterback. He's going to keep it himself. Runs up the middle and is stacked up.
Oh, looks like he's fighting.
He got virtually nothing on that one. Well, they gave him a yard or 2, maybe. Let's see where they spotted. They're going to give him 2 yards down to the 17-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down and 13 yards to go. Again, they have to get it to the 5, inside the 5 for a first down. 5 minutes remaining here in the third. Grizzlies on top by 11 touchdowns.
Wow. This wind's kicking.
It is. You guys can snap at any time. Oh, Ross boots it. Falls on it. It'll be 4th down from the 20. And it looks like Carson Arndt's going to try a field goal. And if he can get it up into the wind, it's going to go through.
Yeah. I don't know. He's quite a kicker. He can kick it.
This will be a 37-yard attempt. Ruffin will hold. Snap, ball's down, kick is up, and it is good.
Yeah.
Carson Arndt nails one from 37 yards out, and it's 79-0.
That was a great kick.
That was a good kick. And now this is the highest scoring game of the year for the Grizzlies, surpassing the East tie game. We had 75 points in that game. That's a lot of points.
And hopefully we can get a return.
Heights sets up its kick return unit. Randall will go deep again. Number 22, the freshman. Carson Arndt will kick it off. So Carson Arndt has scored 13 points on his own tonight. 10 extra points and a field goal. And away we go. Another long kick, and this is in the end zone. It'll be a touchback. for Heights. They'll have it 1st and 10 on their 20 with 3:52 remaining in the third quarter. Well, in spite of the score, the Heights crowd is having a good time down there.
Yeah.
The student section
Still on their feet.
still on their feet, cheering on their Falcons. The northwest side is rather subdued, as we mentioned earlier. There's not any real reason for them to be making a lot of noise. Depperschmidt under center will hand it off this time. Up the middle it goes. Gain of 2 yards that time by Adrian Patterson. It'll be 2nd down and 8 to go.
Looks like they're getting a middle linebacker in there. Cameron Atencio. That's a familiar face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grizzlies starting to change out their players. Under center again is Depperschmidt. Hands it off up the middle and nothing. 3 guys in white shirts all over the runner that time. I don't know who give the tackle to. They all 3 hit him at the same time.
Yeah.
So we'll call it a shared tackle, a team tackle, if you will. It's 3rd down now and 8 to go. Randall in motion, takes it on the sweep, runs up the middle, and he is going to be short of the 1st down by about 4 yards. Call it 4th down and 4 now. We'll see how they elect to play it. Far be it from me to speculate. 2 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Grizzlies up by a bunch. And the 4th quarter will be a running clock quarter, folks.
4.
And Clausen will come on to punt for Heights. Nobody deep for the Grizzlies. They're going to let the wind play the ball.
I think they might get in there and try to stop him and kick, maybe.
High snap, he gets it. Barely gets it off. Goes straight up, lands at midfield. And Depperschmidt will down it himself at the 47-yard line of Northwest, and that's where they'll have it. 1st down and 10 yards to go.
It's been quite a game.
Wow, quite a game indeed. Now, Zio, normally, if we were in a press box situation, or if the wind wasn't blowing this hard, okay, in addition to your providing the color commentary or whatever, you'd be keeping some stats.
Yeah.
So you could tell me that Reagan Jones had 230 yards in the 1st half or stuff like that.
Yeah.
We can't do that tonight because there's so much wind we can't write.
Yeah.
I can barely hold on to my rosters as it is. So a loss on the play here. 2nd down and 14 from the 44 for the Grizzlies. And the Grizzlies have changed quarterbacks again. Randall Bell is at quarterback for Northwest.
A sophomore.
Yeppers, he is a sophomore quarterback. Hands it off to Wheeler. Wheeler
Whoa.
beats 1 tackle, cuts up the middle, picks up some yardage.
He's still fighting.
He's still fighting. Now they've downed it, now a flag is down. He gained about 5 on the play, then the flag came in, and I'm not exactly sure why.
Maybe personal, blocking the back.
I'm thinking a personal foul, maybe, whoops. This poor young lady down here, I've kicked her 10 times today.
Yeah.
We'll see what they call
Look
here.
like a face mask.
It is a face mask on the defense, so Heights will be penalized 15 big yards for the face mask foul, excuse me. And it will be a first down and 10 for the Grizzlies with 27 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
That's a big leap right there.
This third quarter went by a lot faster than the first half did.
Really?
Clock running now. They don't even have to get a play off. Patterson again, Bell rather, at quarterback. Randall Bell at quarterback for the Grizzlies in the spread. He takes it, hands it off up the middle to Wheeler. Wheeler picks up 4 or 5 yards. Let's call it 2nd and 6, and that's where we'll pick it up when the fourth quarter starts in mere moments here. At the end of 3, Grizzlies lead 79-0. And as part of the mercy rule in the Kansas State High School Activities Association, because the lead is more than 40 points here in the fourth quarter, the clock will not stop unless a timeout is called or a touchdown is scored.
Say they will stop the game early?
I'm sorry?
They will stop the game early?
Well, it'll be a short fourth quarter.
No.
They'll just run the whole 12 minutes right off the clock and we'll be out of here. Ball's at the 34-yard line of Heights. Grizzlies have it, 2nd down, 7 to go. God, this wind is getting me.
Yeah. Giving me teary eye.
I'm getting a snootful. Patterson hands it off to Wheeler. Wheeler up the middle. Big hole. First down yardage and more, all the way down to the 21-yard line.
I'm telling you, he's a powerhouse.
He's a beast. Jaden Wheeler, a 5'9 junior, 205.
Us freshmen had to play against JV Grizzly Bowl, and a lot of us were having struggle, like trying to take him down. We had to take him down by his knees and ankles.
First down and 10, Grizzlies from the 21. Randall Bell at quarterback, Wheeler behind him. Hands it off to Wheeler again, comes on the near side, looking to cut forward, does so down to the 10, the 5, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. First down and goal to goal Northwest.
Looks like the 4-yard line.
Grizzlies not in any hurry on this first down play. Wheeler in the backfield.
Oh, flag.
Now we have a flag. I don't know. We have a false start. Or oh, delay of game. I'm sorry. The clock ran out. Play clock ran out. So it'll be first down and goal from the 9.
Loss of 5.
We'll try it again here. Randall Bell awaits the snap. And they take the genuflect offense. That's interesting. I've never seen the genuflect offense with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, that's my first time.
Looks like they're going to be content to give the ball back to Heights here on downs rather than take it in and get another score. And I, for one, have no problem with that. Randall Bell, Randall Bell is, and it looks like they're set up in the genuflex spread again, and down he goes.
Looks like we're just running the clock now.
That's what they're doing. They're trying to run the clock down, and it will be 3rd down and goal, and they'll take another 30 seconds or so off. Clock continues to run, 8:30 to go and counting.
These strong winds.
They're not going to quit.
Yeah.
And there's the 3rd kneel down. So now it's 4th down. So they're going to take, I assume they will take another kneel down and turn it over on downs.
Yeah.
And give Heights an opportunity. I've never seen this before, but I like it. I do like it.
Yeah, it's just insane how the Falcons haven't made a single touchdown this game.
Well, they don't have very many first downs, and we're not keeping stats, but if they have more than 3 first downs, I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
They have just been unable to do anything against our defense. And there it is, turning it over on downs. So it'll be Falcons ball, 1st down and 10. The ball is on the 25-yard line.
Got 7 minutes on the clock.
And it is running. As again, it's a running clock here in the 4th quarter. And the Falcons have also now made some substitutions on offense. Depperschmidt is out of the game. I'll tell you who that is here in just a moment. Handoff up the middle. Gains a yard or 2 at most. Let's call it a 2nd and 9. And DJ Dingle is the quarterback now for the Falcons. Dingle is a 6 foot, 155-pound freshman.
Wow.
Getting an opportunity to play some varsity squad time. 6:10 and counting. 4th quarter. Grizzlies up 79. Under center, Dingle. And Randall takes it and is trying to get away. 3 guys all over him.
It looks like 4.
And we're going to give the lead on that tackle to Jared Givens. And he had a lot of help in there from his friends, including Terrence Burt. And it will be 3rd down and 8 for Heights. We'll see how they play it here. Maybe they'll throw it. You never know. Randall in motion. They hand it off up the middle, and it gets nothing. Give it a yard. It'll be 4th down and 6. All right, we'll give him 2 yards. It's 4th and 5. The ball is at the 30, and I'm sure that there's no reason why Heights won't go for it.
Feels like this half has been going by like quicker than the
Well,
first.
it has. Well, this quarter is because the clock is running.
Yeah. It looks like they're punting it.
Clausen will punt the ball with 4:25 remaining in the 4th. Almost blocked, but he does get it off. And letting it go that time is Easton Ruffin. decide to let it go, and it'll be down by Heights, and it will be Grizzly ball. I'm looking to see where the spot is. I think it's going to be the 33. It is the 33-yard line, 1st and 10 for Northwest. Randall Bell at quarterback for the Grizzlies. Wheeler back there with him. 3:30 to go. Hand off to Wheeler. Wheeler swings out to the far side, moves it up, picks up 3 or 4 yards. Let's see how they spot it. It's probably going to be 2nd and 7. It is 2nd and 7. Ball at the 38-yard line of Northwest. No huddle offense for the Grizzlies. 3 minutes now and counting. And amazingly, very few of the patrons have left here.
Yeah.
Most everybody is still in their seats.
Looks like the cheer team's leaving.
Bell hands it to Wheeler up the middle. Big haul.
Whoa.
50, 45, 40,
To
35, 30, 25-yard line. Wow.
He
30-yard run for Jaden Wheeler.
He stiff-armed 2 people. I've never seen such an aggressive stiff arm.
He did a good job on that run, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's 1st down and 10 Grizzlies at the 25-yard line of Heights. 2 minutes to go. Clock running. Patterson and Wheeler in the backfield. Hands it off to Wheeler again up the middle. And a big gain of 7 or 8 yards inside the 20. I think the Grizzlies, if they get a 1st down, will be content to take the knee and end the game. We'll see what they do here. Randall Bell waiting the snap. He's got it and takes the knee now. 1:11 remaining. They're going to take one more play.
That'll be in.
And that will do it.
Has been a great game.
An outstanding performance by the Grizzlies offense, defense, and special teams. Very little to be critical about here tonight against a Heights team that was red hot coming in, having scored over 160 points in their last 3 wins.
Goodness. I'm pretty sure it was like the 3rd kickoff. That's when we made our first recovery.
And Bell takes a knee again, and that will do it.
They're meeting at the 50 to sake a game.
We're on the air next Thursday night at 6:45. We're home against Southeast. Please join us for that contest on nwhsgrizz.com. We're going to wrap it up here so we can pack it up here. For Shane Monroe, for Zio, and for all of our production crew up here tonight who did an outstanding job, we thank you. We thank you all for joining us. Look forward to seeing you next Thursday night from Northwest. Good night, everybody.